Hello guys, hope you're all doing good. Many of my friends approached me and expressed their concern that whether they would like to do. They heard a lot about Primavera, but they have many concerns that whether this Primavera is related to them or not. So I made an attempt to explain what all about Primavera, so that you can decide whether this Primavera learning Primavera is beneficial to you or not. So let's get started. So this I developed after having enough thought about how to put the whole Primavera concepts into simple form. So I made whether these are all the grouped all the departments or disciplines at one place, and the different role if you are in any of these departments or in any of these roles, or if you have any of these questions, then Primavera is right for you. For example, if you are in a construction industry, if you are in a maintenance industry, or if a turnaround or shutdown. In the construction industry, maybe residential buildings or industrial buildings, or even software construction building, or whatever it may be. In maintenance means you might be having major equipment overhaulings, right? Maybe pipeline replacements, or equipment replacements, or system replacements, etc. Or if you're in turnaround shutdown means system turnaround or plant turnaround or shutdowns or pit stops, we call it as. In any of these areas, if you are into, or if you are a leadership role, or if you are a contractor, or if you are a procurement member of procurement, or if you are a part of manufacturing, or if you are a supplier like manpower, equipment and material, in if you are part of any of these category, or else if you ever get a questions like when it will be complete, any project or construction or anything which we talked about, when it will complete, how it will be completed, how much budget it will take, how many resources it might require, can we complete within budget, can we complete within timeline, do we need more budget, do we need extra time to complete the things which we discussed here. If you if you get these questions, and if you are any of these roles, or if you are in part of any of these industries, yes, Primavera is right for you. What we'll do is, now later on I'll explain you the course content, then after I'll show you the software which I'm going to share with you all. Later on I'll show you the live Primavera, how it looks like, and once we start the training sessions, I will explain you how all these questions can be addressed. So let's move to the course content. This is the course content I designed, you can say. So I broadly I divided into 5 modules. Okay, module 1 contains schedule, a contractual document. For example, if you learn anything, for example in particular in Primavera, if you learn Primavera, at the end of Primavera, what the initial document we produce is schedule. So I would like to explain once our real classes starts, whether is the schedule a contractual document or not, because every document should have some importance, then only we'll pay some attention to this. So I'll explain you first. I'll start my training with this only, whether a schedule is a contractual document or not, validity of any schedule in a turnaround or construction. So if you make any schedule, if it is a contract document, then how long it will valid? Is it a lifetime validity, or if there is any expiry of this document, because everything has an expiry date. So how does the schedule looks like? Milestone schedule, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4 schedule, how these looks like, I will explain you that. And how to create a project with settings, WBS, resources and activities. I will create one video on how to create a sample schedule with all these settings. Then also I make a sample schedule. I'll show you how to make a simple schedule. Then after that, relationships, because we need, in order to make a schedule, we need to have activities. If we have activities, we need to link them all together. Just like a body, we have bones and muscles. So this how these are connected, that I will show here. And there are important concepts like lead and lag. We use quite often lead and lag in while making the schedule, so this will explain. So this all covers module 1. And the module 2, what are all calendars. For example, some projects, maybe construction or turnarounds or shutdowns or anything, we cannot work 24/7, and we may some big group of people may work round the clock 24/7. Some group of people work 12 hours a day, some people work 5 days a week, some people work 10 hours a day, some people work 8 hours a day, like that. So maybe national holidays, other festival holidays, etc. So these calendars will represent all of that. I'll show you, explain you when we go into the module 2. Work hours in a day, different people crafts will have different work hours per day. I will explain you later. holidays in calendar. We may be having different holidays in a different point in time that we'll update in the calendar. Can we have more calendars in a single schedule? So some group of people work 12-hour shift, some people will work 8 hours, some people will work 24 hours shift. So in this scenario, can we have different calendars in a single schedule? So that I will explain. How to see calendars. If we create in this way calendars, how to see them? Can we change, once we create, can we change the calendars? How calendars will be seen in histograms? Histograms are the things which, it is a kind of graphical representation where you can see the any man hours or costing or manpower in numbers, we can see in a graphical form, and how these calendars will impact the histogram. For example, in 1 week, how many man hours are involved, pipe fitter man hours, how many civil carpenters are required in a month or in a week. So histogram will help in that, and in that calendars will play a great role. I'll explain later. Basic introduction about resources. What are all the different types of resources, etc. we can cover in this module 2. In the module 3 covers what are the resources and types. Resource means either manpower, equipment, material. This we call it as resources. How to record them in Primavera. Cost of resources. Every resource costs us something, and what is the each price, rates, and how to record in the Primavera, that will show. Maximum units per resources, and budgeted units, resource histograms, resource leveling, budget of completion of project. We can at the end of this session, you will come to know, you will have an understanding how the budget of $1 million or $10 million or $1 billion of project, how we arrive at this that number, that I'll show with a simple sample example. And how to cash flow. Primavera not just help in making schedules, it does total, it can calculate budget, it can show us cash flows, and it can tell us how much manpower we need and where we are, whether ahead of schedule, where behind the schedule, and many more things it can tell. Module 4 covers what are baselines, how to create them, how to assign them, what is the important concept called data date, schedule updates, how to, if we have, while progress is going on, and if we have progress updates at sites, how to update them in schedule. End value calculations, this is very very important. How to measure the progress, look ahead the schedules. So while progressing going on, we would like to see what activities will come in the next week, what activities will come in the next 1 month. So what will come in day shift, what activities will come for a carpenter in the next week, what activities will come for a welder in the next week. So these all can be look ahead schedules. These will cover in the module 4, and then module 5 covers recovery schedules. For example, when we are executing projects, it doesn't mean that all will be follow the plan. It may slip sometimes. If it slips, how to bring it back to on track, which is called recovering of schedule, that will explain you with the sample examples. Printing of schedules. Once we develop schedules, when we do all of that, we need to produce the reports to senior leadership. So how to print the schedules, there are few techniques, I'll show you that. And we can generate different form of reports, cost reports, time reports, milestone reports, and man-hour reports, manpower reports, histogram reports. These are all, we can form different reports and different techniques. I'll explain. A recap of whole learning, and I will, at the end I will explain you what as a summary, how what we have learned so far as a summary. So these are all I will try to explain in this training. What I'll do is I'll try to record each and every concept, a video form, and also some supporting documents. So I will load in at one place, and I'll share this login credentials with you. So, and also I'll share you the Primavera P6 version 19 software with you all. So I recommend you to first watch the concept video, then open Primavera and practice what we did. And also once done, go to the second video and apply that concepts in the real time. So you do the same concept till the end, then your all concepts will be clear. If you have any questions, we have got a contact number, then you can contact, and we can discuss there for further details. So now I'll show you how the Primavera looks like, which I'm going to share with you all. So this is the Primavera P6 Pro. This is a file I'm going to share with you all. You can double click it, right? You can click the next. I'll make one complete dedicated video how to download a Primavera. So then you need to choose the, okay, it says that you are already installed. So anyway, I'll make a dedicated video on how to install in your computer. right? Anyway, for the time being, I'll quickly show you how my Primavera, which is installed, already looks like. Once you click, it will appear for all of you. It will appear like this. Login name is admin, which is default, and password also I recommend you to use the same admin. Connect. It takes a while to connect. Click OK. Yes. This is how a once you open the Primavera, this is how it looks. These are all the sample projects given by the Primavera company. These are all the sample projects, not created by anyone else. So these are all called, these are the different toolbar, we call it as enterprise, projects, tools, admin, help, etc. Once we create any project, this is called enterprise. If you under enterprise, these are all different projects. Okay, as I told you, we can go into each and every details. I'll try to cover from basics till advanced, so that your all of your concepts will be cleared, right? So that's all from my side. So I recommend you to go through this video and post your questions. Thank you all. See you in the next session.